Hey guys, Farag here. Okay, I know I did a Steeltaloons replay recently, but this one is a pretty interesting replay, so we're going to do another one here. Of course, he starts Scavenger, and as I've mentioned, it's not worth it to kill a 25 power wall for risk of losing it. Nature players maybe can afford to do it because they have Hurricane and can knock your units off, but still, I don't recommend it. So, DuqueAlbe, I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'll call him Duke. Duke goes instant tier 2. So, Steeltaloons makes a mortar tower, which I have learned is a very big fail against Amazon, since it has such high attack. And of course he makes Sunstriders, which will probably get hurricaned. I'm not sure how much power Duke has. Yeah, so he's not hurricaning them, so taking down this medium Amazon should be rather easy. So, down goes the Amazon, no units killed, but 50 powers lost to Steeltaloons, which doesn't seem like a lot, but that's a lot when you're versus a tier 2. Good choice. Spirit Hunters, that was a very bad eruption by Steeltaloons. He should have gotten the Scavenger to focus this. Okay, now he's doing that. And Thugs, which is, okay. Let's see what's happening. Duke has 80 power now, and we see another Spirit Hunters. He focuses them on the Scavenger first. Good choice. He should focus the Sunstriders next, because Sunstriders have really low health. They probably die just from one shot, I'm guessing. Now he's going to focus the other Sunstriders. The Thugs, meanwhile, are gaining power, a lot of power versus the Spirit Hunters, because they're small units. And Steeltaloons walks right into the Hurricane. It looks like Duke set that up on purpose. A Dazed Scavenger for the small bonus. And it looks like it's going to die. And this was a fail. I wouldn't even call it a rush. Steeltaloons loses the middle here. These guys will die, no question. They're dazed and they're taking poison damage. So Duke has the middle now and is tier 2. I don't know what that roots was. I mean, I know what it was, but it was completely unnecessary because they were dazed, so they were going to die. My opponent is die to play. Okay, he comes over here to prevent the well building or the tier 2, but it is too late, and that oink was awful. He should have rooted it. That was a very bad choice of spells by Duke. So there was 2 fails by Duke. That oink was a fail, that roots was a fail. And we have a defensive mortar. Die to play. I'm recording now. Hush. Okay. So here we have a defensive mortar, probably, yes, in anticipation of Razor Shard. I've played Duke before. He always does this. He runs tier 2 and he makes a Breeding Grounds, which is a terrible decision because he doesn't have an income of power and he spends 70 power on this building. Now sure, his units will be cheaper, but you know, I haven't gotten around. I actually lost him once or twice with his Razor Shard spam, which made me very upset because it's overpowered and I rage when that happens, which I shouldn't. But this is just, it's plain stupidity. And versus a good player, this will fail every time. So he did it. And he was down power from that fail roots and fail oink. It was a risky mortar, to be honest, because Steel now is at, yeah, he has that well up, but there's a lot of bound power. And he's versus a tier 2 player with 2 very, very good units out right now. So let's see how this pans out. Yep, good mortar. And that Razor Shard is not going to get very far. Spirit Hunters wanted to get their shot off. They didn't. They're going to go now for the Scavenger, and run is a fail. Do not run from a Scavenger because of Crippling Bite. Turn around and focus these Sunstriders. Turn around and focus these Sunstriders. Very big fail. He wasn't playing that right. And here comes the Enforcer. Interesting choice of unit. You'll notice the Enforcer stopped his charge. It's a bug. A lot of times versus small units, it bugs out. Yeah, he loves doing this. He doesn't even take power walls. He makes the Fiend and the Razor Shard. A very strong combo, but no, that was a bad wildfire. He did it because he thought this could. No, it was just bad wildfire. Anyhow, he should move this away because it's going to get knocked back in 3, 2, 1. There you go, and it's not going to survive. Okay. By the way, this strategy should fail so much more than it does. It's just that Razor Shards are incredibly powerful. Also, Stone Shards are devastating versus Fire because they're medium counters, and all of Fire is medium. And versus Beasts, which are Scythe Fiends, they do another 50% damage. So they do crazy damage to Scythe Fiends. So Fire has absolutely no counter to Stone Shards. Duke finally builds a well. At this point, it looks like he is really gonna tear Steeltaloons apart. Let's see what happens. I don't know why he put it in lock mode to attack this. That confuses me. I don't know. That was just stupid. Okay, that was a horrible fail attack. I didn't even comment on this, but I'm guessing the wildfire took out these guys, and the Gladi died. Oh, that's all he needs. One arrow, and the poison begins. Steel grabs another well, and Duke has 2 wells as well. Also, Duke has this binding power, but Steel has this binding power. So, not exactly even, but... Here comes this annoying Razor Shard again. And we have a Gladiatrix. Looks like it's going for the wall, and Duke sees that and builds an ice barrier in defense. We refer to this, by the way, as the Flying Disco Ball of Doom. Looks very scary. Okay, what's going on? Enforcer. And it's going to get knocked back now. There you go. What happened over here? Okay, yeah, that's going to die. Medium units versus Stone Shards is a fail. Nothing beats Stone Shards. Fire can't beat Stone Shards. It's just impossible. Okay. Dead. Yeah, he did that. I told you, this happens a lot by Fire players. They're automatically going to rush for the orb because it's attacking, and then they're like, no, get the well instead. They should let the rush for the orb finish and then go for the well, because interrupting a rush is never a good idea. He's going to focus the Enforcer. Oh, the Fire Dancer, okay. Steel is using the Fire Dancer to knock back the Stone Shards, but it's a pretty wimpy knockback. He shouldn't really do it. He should just go for the well, I think. Of course, yes. Yes, in mid. Okay, and he's going for the well with Enforcer. Duke probably has Cobalt Trick, and will probably save it. There you go. Here we go. So, Fire Dancer at the well. Okay, 1 well down. Meanwhile, looks like Duke got a well down as well. I completely missed that. But I'm guessing with all the power Steel was spending over here, Duke could not defend. Now Duke goes offensive. Enforcers versus Stone Shards. Okay. There was an oink there. This Fire Dancer is getting that, and looks like Duke was distracted, and now he's focusing the Razor Shard here. Good move from the Fire Dancer. Should do one more shot, and then move again. No, should have gone for the orb. Let's see what's happening over here. They got down the Mortar Tower, and the Enforcers are going to kill these Stone Shards. And over here we have this orb at half health. This Enforcer is not going to survive. Here comes a Wall of Flame, which prevents repairs, but he still has Cobalt Trick, so that doesn't really matter. Good route. These Enforcers are going to die. Gladiatrix for this Flying Disco Ball of Doom. Enforcers are going to take out these Spirit Hunters, apparently with 1 charge. They didn't even get to poison them. We should have a Fire Dancer here and aim at the orb since it's low in health. Yeah, this Steel is losing this battle, but is doing very well over here. Duke doesn't know where to focus his Razor Shard. This is going to be knocked back in 3, 2, 1. There we go. And we have a Cobalt Trick to repair the orb, and now this Enforcer is going to be knocked back. But now the Fire Dancer will be able to focus that again. Stone Shards. He should have used Razor Shards again. It looks like this got successfully defended. No, Duke is too busy doing the top. He's ignoring this, which is a big fail. If he doesn't focus on 2 things at once, he will lose. Here we have Scythe. Good choice, by the way. Not because they're good versus Stone Shards, but because the Fire Dancer is doing a knockback. So they can't really attack the Scythe Fiends. He's going to try to focus the Scythe Fiends. Oh no, he's going after the Fire Dancer. The Scythe Fiends are going after him. The Enforcer's going to go after the Razor. He should use the Scythe Fiends against the Orb. And over here, Duke is not microing well. Here he's going to put down a Defenders, probably put them in their stance. When they're in their stance, and with this thing, they take very little damage. Here come the Scythe Fiends, and he's not putting them in their thing. He's probably distracted by this. Rightfully so. Look at this Orb. It is not doing well. How much power does Duke have? Oh, wow. He is in big trouble. Okay, and still kill these because Duke is apparently not a very good multitasker. And down they go, and Duke will lose this game. He has 100 power to defend all this madness. He lost his offensive here because he was spacing out, and these Scythe Fiends are going to take out these Spirit Hunters. Looks like we have a lot of fun going on here. Double whammy. One eruption. Ah, okay, everything's finished here. And the Scythe Fiends are going at this monument. Can't defend everything. Power wall down. He's still tier 2. He could Kobold Trick, but what's the point? Spirit Hunters are going to take out everything. Oh, okay. Okay, looks like he did defend over here, but these Scythe Fiends are doing severe damage over here, and Duke does not have enough power even for a Kobold. Looks like once he gets 50, he probably will over here. Or not, I don't know what's going on top. Oh, we have an Enforcer still to deal with, and a Wildfire, and another Enforcer. This Orb is going to drop. Okay, at tier 1, I don't see a defense versus Pure Fire working out very well. Of course, he does need to kill this Razor Shard, and there it goes. Alright, now he's got to defend Fire Dancers at tier 1. That should be fun. Or not. And these Scythes, terrible use of the ability because he's not going to be able to do anything but send them away. They're not going to be able to attack anything until they get back, and then they'll just turn around. And now he has to defend this. And these Scythes are just going to come right back. And Duke quits the game. Rightfully so. Duke, if you're watching this, you know, take a power well, stop rushing tier 2 and building the breeding grounds. I know it works versus lower players, and it did work versus me, I think maybe even twice. But it's a fail and a stupid move in general because you're at such a power disadvantage. And versus someone with good microing skills in tier 1, you will lose every single time. So I don't suggest it. Great replay Steel. He didn't do any Fire Dancing laming this game, which is good because normally in Elyon you can go over here and, you know, lame a little bit, but it was a straight up good play. I like the fact that he did not counter Stone Shards with Scythe Fiends. It seems like a good idea, but it's just a bad idea because of how much damage Stone Shards do to Scythe Fiends. Overall, very nice. I love seeing Pure Fire players win versus Stonekin players. It's not something you see every day, and I enjoy watching it. Alright, see you guys in the next video.